everyone. I have some exciting news to share with you. This fall, we're beginning a brand new message series titled The Thankfulness Challenge. And when I think of thankfulness, I attach the word challenge to it because there are certainly many challenges and obstacles to our thankfulness. You know, when you think about obstacle races, they're very popular today. It seems that there's always one popping up on social media for you to join or to look at somebody's pictures from the latest mud race that they ran. I just heard about somebody the other day who ran in the Super Spartan race, and that race took 8 hours to complete. I tell you, I get tired driving 8 hours. Imagine being in a race where you're climbing up rocks and going down chutes and all types of obstacles. And these obstacles are designed to trip people up, and you know they don't want people necessarily to finish. That's why they're thinking through this. But people get through it over time, and they celebrate it. One of my friends is a part of these races, and after he completes one of these military races or these mud races, he goes out for a big celebration. And a lot of times the people who set these types of races up, they have a military background, and so they have faced all types of obstacles in completing their missions. The point is that it's one heck of a challenge, and there are challenges that face you and I to being thankful. There are obstacles that get in the way. Certainly circumstances can get in the way of you and I being thankful. When you think of circumstances that you have no control over, they can certainly get in the way of your perspective and your attitude. Sometimes there are people in our life, oh boy, they know how to get on our last nerve. They know how to push just the right buttons to get us going. And eventually, boy, our attitude goes out the window. We try so hard to do the right thing and say the right thing, and there just comes that person. I mean, sometimes just even the thought of them could cause you to lose your nerve. And the truth is that's an obstacle. And then there's pressures. We're on the deadlines. We have pressures financially. We have pressures and responsibilities with our family, at work, whatever it may be. That could easily crush our spirit. So there are obstacles that are there to you and I winning this race of thankfulness. But thanks be to God that through His Word, He reveals for you and I ways that we could overcome this obstacle, ways that we can beat this obstacle race to being thankful. And so from now, as we go into the fall season here, I want to invite you not to miss a Sunday, because being thankful will help you in your walk with God. It will tremendously bless your life. You will be closer to God, and the people around you will notice a big difference in your attitude. See, when you and I are thankful before the Lord, it raises all the boats in the harbor of our life because our attitude changes. And when our attitude changes for the better and we're being like Christ and we have that Christ-like attitude, it's noticeable to everybody else. The same way when our attitude goes south and it's sour, people quickly pick up on that. Now, as I'm sharing this, you might be thinking, man, I don't think there's any hope for my attitude, or this is just the way I am. I got good news for you. God specializes in changing us. He specializes in transforming us. And that is my prayer over these next few weeks together, that as a result of these messages, God's Spirit will change our hearts. For all of us, we all have room to grow, and we all have obstacles that we're facing, even if we don't want to admit them, to being thankful. And so may God help us as we step forward. May we lay things like complaining and negativity aside, and may we pick up the Word of God and be encouraged by it. And may the same Spirit and power that rose Christ from the dead, may it encourage us to win this race and overcome these obstacles for thankfulness. And so join us each week, and as we kick off this series, be sure not to miss it. And do us a favor, invite somebody to come with you. Everybody could use a little extra peace and encouragement in their life, and this series will promise that. May God bless you, and I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.